This is Fluency Module 5, Lesson 20, and we are going to continue counting by fractions, and today we're going to count by 1/5. So the first thing that I want you to do is the first row, we're going to go up to 10/5. So you shouldn't even need to look at this to do that. We'll start at 0/5. 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, 7/5, 8/5, 9/5, 10/5. Next time we're going to look for our whole number equivalents. So 0/5, as you know, can go to 0, and 5/5 to 1, and 10/5 to 2. So let's do that. 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 1, 6/5, 7/5, 8/5, 9/5, 2. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get a little, when I go from the 1 and I kind of skip one of those fifths, it feels like. All right, the last one, what we're going to do is we're going to turn all of those improper fractions into mixed numbers. So pay attention. This is the first time we've done this. Try and do it without looking, but let's see how that goes. So we'll start again at 0. 0, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 1, 1 and 1/5, 1 and 2/5, 1 and 3/5, 1 and 4/5, 2. All right, because that should, hopefully you're getting more comfortable with that and seeing how those things came. We're going to do addition. We're going to add these fractions. Remember that your denominator stays the same no matter what. So right away you should be able to put your 5 for your denominator. And then let's add those numbers on top. 2/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. You should have had 4/5. From here on out, I want you to pause the video, do the answer, write your answer down, and then come back and see if we have the same one. Again, our denominator is 8. I like to just put that in. That's just me because then I know I take care of it. And then I have 5 plus 2 plus 1 for my numerators. And that also is 8. So I know that 8/8 is 1. All right, let's look at this next one. Again, pause, you do it, and then come back. Denominator is 5. 2 plus 2 plus 2, well, I know that's 6. Now I have an improper fraction. So I would like to turn that into a mixed number. So I can do that by doing a number bond. I can do 5/5, which I know is equivalent to 1. And then I have 1/5 left because I know that 5/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 6/5. So now I can call that 5/5 is equal to 1. And I've got 1/5 left over. All right, let's look at the next one and see how you do. Oh, we're going to subtract. So we're starting with a whole number here. And since we're in fifths, then we're going to want to turn that 1 into a fraction that will allow us to work with fifths. So we know that any number over the same number is equivalent to 1 whole. So we're going to turn that 1 into 5/5. And then we're going to subtract 1/5, remembering again that we keep our numerator the same, and 5 minus 1 is 4. Makes it pretty easy when we just remember to keep that numerator the same. This one has the same process. You go ahead and do it yourself, and then come back and check. Okay, once again, we're going to go with fifths because that is what our denominator is. 5/5 minus 3/5. 5 minus 3, we're going to keep that 5 in our denominator, and 5 minus 3 is 2 for our numerator. Okay, now we're doing a mixed number. And so now we need to turn our mixed number into an improper fraction. So we can do that by, again, looking at a number bond. Well, 1 with fifths is 5/5. And then we have 1/5. So that is going to, when I add those two together, I get 6/5 minus 4/5. And my answer there is 2/5. Alrighty, and we've got just one more to do. So you do this one on your own and then come back. Remembering again, we can turn it into a number bond, 8/8 and 3/8. And when we add those together, we get 11/8 minus 7/8. And 11 minus 7 is 4, which is 4/8. I also know that if I were going to reduce that to simplest form, the 4/8, well, I know 4 is half of 8. I could divide both of those by 4, and I would get 1/2. All right, that's the end of fluency for today.